Hello folks, my name's Paul and welcome to my first e-cig video. Today I'm going to be looking at the E-Lights rechargeable menthol e-cigarette. It claims to be approximately 30 cigarettes worth in there. It comes quite nicely packaged. There you go, you can recharge this, that's handy, but you do have to buy the charger separately to the e-cigarette. I think they're both. I think this was $6.99, and the charger is also $6.99. It's got the instructions on the back and all the information about the cigarette itself. This is a device, quite nicely made there. It's a two-part device. The battery and the cartridge or filter, whatever you want to call it there. This is a menthol one, so it's got a little green band on it. Just screw the two parts together. It's not too bad. It's fairly lacking in flavour, I found. It's fairly bland. There is some nice menthol on the tongue, and it's got a fairly cool sensation to it, but there's not a lot of vapour, and like I say, not a huge amount of flavour. Something I've noticed, which is quite strange I think, on the packaging for the cigarette itself it says 30, approximately 30 cigarettes there. I also purchased some refills which come in this really nice little matchbox style box. You get two in there, and each one comes nicely wrapped with caps on the end. I don't know if you can see those in there. And it says on the box approximately 80. So that's 40 cigarettes worth for each of these tips, and 30 for the retail one that I picked up. And I have noticed a difference. The 30 cigarette cartridge it's got quite a nice draw to it, fairly loose, and gives off, you know, a bit of vapour. I'm just going to change this for the 40 one that I've got here. Much tighter draw on this. I'm having to work much harder. And as you can see, very little vapour. This cartridge was new on this morning, about an hour ago, and I've not been puffing on it hard. But there's just nothing there, no throat hit, no flavour, and barely any vapour at all. So that's fairly odd. I don't know why E-Lights have done that, if it's intentional, if they are in fact the same cartridges and they've just been labelled up differently. But this one is certainly vastly different to the 30 one that it came with. And I've tried a few of the refill tips and they're all the same. I've got two of the original kits that I bought, which have got the supposed 30 cigarette filter on, and they are both much looser. So yeah, much more flavour, a lot more vapour, although still not tons, and a nice throat hit. So as I mentioned, build quality is fairly good. Looks pretty good to me. It's got a nice green LED on the end. So if you're smoking this in public, inside, in a pub or a nightclub or a gig or something, there'll be no question as to what you're actually puffing on. So that's it. It's not a bad way to start vaping, I don't think. My first e-cigarette was a 10 Motives, which is absolutely awful. Just a horrible taste to it. Not a lot of vapour. It had a real sort of acrid flavour to it. in the back of the throat. It was just awful, didn't like it at all. And the battery was terrible, lasted no more than an hour and a half. And that's disposable, so you just have to bin it once you're done. So at £7, not really great value for money. I've got a introduction to vaping kit on order, which is an Ego battery and Clearomizer and a couple of juices. They're on their way. Hopefully they'll be here in the next couple of days, so I'll stick up a little vid of what I think of that when it arrives. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.